Thank you for welcoming us into your headphones. My name is Chema.
I'm Eddie.
And I'm Ferny.
And the reviewing Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. This is the rollback.
So, gentlemen, I'm wondering, do you think we're going to be a little split on how we all feel about this film, or what do y'all think?
I don't know. I liked it.
Chema?
Fernie, you go first.
I'd say it's fair to say this is probably the most unique vision of a Marvel movie. Unique in the sense that they pretty much knew who Sam Raimi was, and they said, here are the keys. Do with this project as what you would. Because this movie was a Sam Raimi movie.
That's true. We can't deny that.
It was Sam Raimi classic, spritzed all over it like if he was peeing on the toilet.
Well, you saw that even in the design of the monsters. They look like
Evil Dead.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looked like a Sam Raimi film,
which I appreciate. I mean, Sam Raimi is probably one of the most well-known indie directors, I'd say, ever, that made it big. I think that's fair to say. And he knows he knows who he is, and he doesn't try to beat around the bush and try to disguise who he is. And I thought this movie was really good, especially for Doctor Strange, who kind of had the Thor 1 model
syndrome.
Yeah, where like Thor 1 wasn't the greatest, kind of introduced you to the character, but most people weren't like, oh man, that Thor movie was the best movie ever. So I think this movie definitely helped steer Doctor Strange into a direction that we are pretty comfortable with him going.
That's right.
I think that's an agreeable take, Eddie.
It was good.
Good.
It was good. I didn't love it, but look, as a Sam Raimi film, great. As a Doctor Strange film, it was okay though. I feel like he didn't have enough to do. I don't know, man. It's not fair because when I think of multiverse, when I think of like all these possibilities and all these cameos and stuff, when I think of No Way Home and what they did, it was fucking incredible. But
that's also, where you're messing up. You're comparing it to No Way Home.
No, but here's the thing though, and I thought about that. I'm like, I need to think of this separately. But here's the thing that made me go, maybe I'm not wrong. The thing is, the cameos and all of the stuff that happened in No Way Home, there was a purpose to it, right? Like only Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield could have popped in and been like the older Spider-Man to try and guide this guy and be like, look, you just lost someone very important. I'm sorry. Like, they felt intrinsic to the plot. It felt like the Illuminati could have like popped them out and be like, here's a good guy version of Thanos, or here's a bad guy Captain America. Like it didn't feel like it was unique to the Illuminati, their cameo. It felt like they were just there to pop the crowd, which fair enough. But like also I kind of wish there was more to them than just, hey, we're gonna pop in for 5 minutes and get massacred. Like, and I get it. It's just I didn't like that.
But I don't think it was meant to be taken as, this is the first and last time we see the Illuminati. You better enjoy it as you fucking see it, and they're gonna be gone in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. God, no. I think it's a precursor to what we're gonna see in Earth. What is it, 616? Yeah,
they confirmed it.
I think that's a precursor to what we're gonna see in Earth 616 is Illuminati.
But no, yeah. So my take was just like I didn't like that aspect of the film, but we can get more into what I liked and disliked later on. But I also did love the horror. Like if this did feel like a Sam Raimi film, the horror, when Wanda came out of the gong, like that was straight up like some Ring shit. I was like, oh, this is great. I love this.
Oh, the contortion and shit.
Yeah.
And Chema, what'd you think?
I thought this movie was fucking bonkers, and I adored it because of it. This I think sits on like a special pantheon where I would sit like Thor Ragnarok, where I would sit like the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, where the movie is just straight up adrenaline, like from the moment it starts, like the moment it ends. It's I think you know how we mentioned that No Way Home was like a really comic book movie. That is a good comic book movie in a really streamlined, good storytelling, fun, emotional movie. This is the comic book movie that just absorbs and like adheres and accepts that it's ridiculous, that it's kind of dumb, and that it's called a comic book for a movie. Comic, it's funny. It's supposed to be kind of dumb and entertaining. And this movie accepts it and runs with it, because I was a little shaken by the theme, by the humor, by the pacing at the start. But the second that we saw zombie Doctor Strange with like the dark phantoms, with
the demon cloak.
With the demon cloak, and they're all like, "We're gonna eat your soul." Like when they were eating, I was like, "Oh my god, this is it! Like this is so fun! Like this is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see something this ridiculously stupid and campy and fun." It's finally, I think, accepting that it's supposed to be like this. This is the direction that these movies were always supposed to go. And yeah, it's got its serious moments and it's got its horror moments. We're gonna have to like start accepting that the MCU is, you know, superhero movie first, and then like a secondary genre second. Like the Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man is a high school teenage movie. Ant-Man is a heist movie. The Guardians of the Galaxy is a space opera. Sure. This is gonna be like, this is a superhero movie and like a horror movie like on the side. It's not the scariest thing. It's not, like any horror fan will tell you that it's not the scariest thing, but it's a horror that fits the aesthetic of this world. It fits the aesthetic of what is happening, and it fits the story. I like how it was a good continuation from WandaVision. It was a good closing chapter for Wanda. It was a good story for Strange to be involved in, and I freaking loved it, man. I thought this was really enjoyable.
So can we mention shit? Okay, maybe we should start from the beginning, because like there's so much going on.
We already started spoiling, so might as well.
No, but like it felt like whoever wrote this like dropped all the acid. Like I want to know if they're okay.
Have you not seen a Sam Raimi movie?
Yes, but like fuck the visuals in this. And not that the visuals were bad. I'm just saying, like, Jesus Christ, who designed this?
Look, see, and that's why I said this is one of the most unique Marvel movies, in that we always hear, oh, Marvel hamstrings its directors. They don't let their directors do what they want. This was a movie where they said, hey, Sam, here's the keys, bro. Go for it.
And I'm not complaining, just so we're clear. I'm not bitching that, oh, it's too stylized. I'm saying, like, Jesus Christ, who designed this, and are they okay?
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Yo, like the day after watching this, I rewatched The Evil Dead for like the first time since like high school. Mm-hmm. And God, you forget how much of a talent he is. Like, he directed The Evil Dead when he was 21. And
with his buddies.
Yeah, with just his buddies. He had no budget. Bruce Campbell, I think, was 23. Yeah, they filmed it in like an actual like lost cabin. They would film like in the cold. Oh God! And you watch that and you feel the spirit of like a person that, you know, can do a lot with very little. So when he's given a big budget, of course he's gonna want to go all out. Of course he wants to go crazy with it. And I think he's learned his lesson, because his last movie was Oz the Great and the Powerful, and it's not a great movie. It's not. It's got its own like Sam Raimi isms, but it's not a very fun movie. And this one, I think, it's a complete return to form, because this was so fucking fun. And oh god, like there's so much you do see a growth. I like how they kept they brought back, because I thought, okay, what are they going to give Doctor Strange to do? And there's a guilt factor. There's a guilt on, he had to do the last call when he said, I'm going to give Thanos the time stone because it's the only way that it could have worked. And you see that people, some of them are turning on him, like, who are you to make that choice for all of us? Like, even if it was going to save us, even if it was the only way to save us later, like, who are you to decide that? I like that they brought that back. When we saw the first trailer and we saw Wanda saying that, like, oh, you make a mess and you're a hero, I make a mess and I'm a villain, I kind of didn't understand where she was coming from. It sounded a little bit bitter. But then when they put it in context of, oh, he's being blamed by being the originator of all this, that made that line work. And that made everything about Wanda work in this movie. So, yeah, the pieces fell in the right place.
That's
What'd
true.
you think of?
This feels like a Wanda film.
What'd you think of Wanda as the villain?
Good.
She made probably the most compelling case for a villain since, I won't say Thanos, but that was still kind of recent. Like, she's up there.
Fucking psycho in this movie.
I like that they've never done this. They've never made a character introduced as a good guy and then turned them into a villain. We've seen like villains turn into good guys.
We've seen all the Disney reveals.
No, but like I meant in the MCU. You know, we've seen like Winter Soldier turn into Bucky. We've seen things like, we've seen Loki, you know, go back and forth, but we haven't seen this
Full blown villain. No,
yeah, like a full redemption. Yeah. And I like that it didn't end with like, okay, understanding, I'm back to being good. No, like she's gone. Like, I'm pretty sure she's done for.
Like the dead ends on her fingers and shit.
Yeah.
I don't think she's done. I think she's too important to not. She'll be brought back, or they're gonna figure something out. Because I don't believe that they would kill off Wanda. Not like this.
I think she'll be out cold for like a bit. You know. They'll pull an Undertaker. Like, she'll be dead for like a bit, and they'll be like, "Oh, she's not dead."
No, that's what they're gonna do. Like, they're gonna. Vision's still out there somewhere. Where the fuck is he? Was he during all this?
He's still trying to find himself.
That's one of the things that I didn't like about WandaVision. I don't like that Vision is alive.
But I mean, that's what happens in the comics.
I know, but they can change things. Okay. The freaking Scrolls are good guys now. Like, they can change things. Just work around them.
Some of the Scrolls are good guys.
Some, okay. We'll see. We'll see when Secret Invasion comes out. Yeah, no. There were some things that I really like. I mean, I guess we have to talk about like the big thing, which is like that. First of all, between No Way Home and this movie, I am this close to just quitting the internet. Like, I am.
Oh, I
done.
stopped looking. I stopped looking at the internet.
I am fucking annoyed by
why? What happened?
Theories and what and oh, they confirmed this and they never confirmed dick. Like,
dude,
the
everything. Internet has ruined movies.
We say on our show on the internet about movies,
but at least we don't fucking go and make these wild theories and bet our souls on them that they're 100% fucking true when they're not.
See, where the fuck do y'all go? Because like, I never see all this shit. I see like the thumbnails.
You know, I used to talk shit about TikTok, but it gets very addicting, especially because it follows what you watch.
Yeah,
so it just feeds you more of what you're watching. So if you're watching a bunch of like movie shit, it's gonna feed you a bunch of like movie theories and shit. And it's always with some fucking knob who starts off his video like, so in the Marvel MCU, they confirmed
that Tom Cruise is gonna come back a superior Iron Man, and it's like, no, shut the fuck up.
It's so annoying.
Yeah, that because look, before No Way Home came out, a lot of people were like, Toby and Andrew are in this movie. It's confirmed. I saw them. I will bet my fucking life on it. And it's like, if they're not in it, the movie can still be good. Like, you're being so fucking annoying about this. And then they were the same about this one. They're like, the original Fantastic Four are coming back. The fucking Nicolas Cage's Ghost Rider is coming back. All of it was so annoying. And I just wanted to watch
of having to be the first to break something. I was the first to know. It was me.
I was the first to know. I don't care. I don't care if you're the first to know. I just wanted this movie to be a good movie. And I'm just going to talk about this movie if it was a good movie. And I did the thing. I went on Twitter and I blocked all of the related words so I didn't see anything. And I was so fucking hyped when Captain Carter came out, when Professor X, played again by Patrick Stewart, came out, and he has the fucking yellow chair from the
90s,
dude. The song,
the theme, the fact that he did that pose where he went like this and like the waves came out. Monica Rambeau comes
They
back
definitely
playing.
did that, and we're like, we're gonna make a lot of 90s kids come in their pants right now.
It worked for this 90s kid. And then Monica Rambeau came back from her appearance in WandaVision, and fucking Black Bolt, played by Anson Mount, who played him in the horrible Inhuman show. He got a chance to redeem himself. That's so cool. I like that.
At what cost? At what cost?
Talk about a fucking murder.
Dude,
That was definitely one of the most metal murders in a Marvel movie.
I think and feel free to disagree with me on this, guys. Fucking put your stamp of approval out there. I think that might be the most brutal kill in the history of the MCU.
Yes.
I think that's true, because she fucking sewed his mouth shut with magic and was like, "Speak, bitch," and then fucking blew his head open.
Just Jesus. I just remember just like, oh. So I watched this on a Saturday morning and it was still packed. And I remember everyone gasped and I was the only one that started laughing when that happened.
It reminded me of like that scene remember the first Matrix?
Yeah, that's what everyone else said. Yeah.
Yeah, it reminded me a little bit of that. And then John Krasinski coming in to play Reed Richards from the Fantastic Four. Like for 2 whole minutes.
Do you think he comes back for the new Fantastic Four movie that they're gonna make?
I think he has to.
I think he's too old.
I think he had.
It depends on where they're starting off. Because remember, even when they started off with Spider-Man, they were like, "We already know what happens with Uncle Ben. We can't start off with the whole Uncle Ben shit." Like, we've already had 2 Fantastic Four startup movies.
Yeah.
If they're like, you know what, fuck it, we're gonna forego this whole bullshit origin story. We're gonna jump right into the thick of it.
I wouldn't be surprised. And also I would have agreed with you 2 weeks ago when John Watts, who directed the new Spider-Man trilogy, was on board to direct it. He just dropped out. So I would have agreed with you if he was still on. Now I don't know what direction they're going to go, and I don't think I'll be able to like answer that until they confirm a new director. So,
Patty Jenkins.
Oh, what do they want their franchise to die?
She won't do a worse job than the other ones.
I wouldn't be surprised if the guy who directed the 2 Ant-Mans goes in for it, because I know he's a huge Fantastic Four fan.
I wouldn't mind Peyton Reed.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if it's him.
With the Ant-Man movies. Made people give a shit about him.
So either him or honestly, if James Gunn wants to do it, like I'll be okay with that.
What'd y'all think of America Chavez being introduced into the MCU?
Fucking love America Chavez.
I thought the actress that played her was pretty good. I don't know. God knows how to pronounce her name. I don't.
Xochitl Gonzalez?
That's how you pronounce it?
Xochitl?
It always baffles me when we put fucking X's in front of names. I'm like, really? You have to do this shit?
It's a traditional indigenous name. I don't know.
We're just bad, Ferny. We're just bad guys.
I grew up around people who were called that. Like, to me, it's not a normal
Mexican name.
It's not a normal name, but it's not an unusual name. Like everyone has
we're
like
border Mexicans.
I know, and like that's fine. But like, okay, here's how you pronounce it: Xochitl.
Ah, okay. Xochitl. Okay.
Xochitl.
I'm gonna have to practice that one. She was pretty good.
She was really good. Yeah, she was charismatic.
I thought she was a great addition to the movie because she actually like matched Doctor Strange's energy.
I like how they hit the ground running when they started with Defender Strange, but he just like went straight to shit. Like immediately, like that immediately set the stakes up high up here. We come down, but then we just go straight back up. Like that direction in the storytelling. I like that. What else?
I have this theory, this ongoing theory that what they're gonna do from now on is that we don't have we don't have a goal, we don't have an end game right now. Okay, right now we're just introducing characters and letting them have their stories and continue the stories that were left on. I think what maybe they're trying to do is maybe at some point introduce like a new Warriors or Young Avengers scenario where we have like this group of younger Avengers. We're gonna have Spider-Man, we're gonna have the new Black Widow, the new Hawkeye, America Chavez, we're gonna have Ant-Man's daughter. We're gonna have like these younger superheroes, and I think that's something that they're gonna do, and I'm pretty sure America Chavez is gonna be part of that. So that's the idea that I'm thinking. I wouldn't be shocked, surprised, disappointed if they don't go that way. But I like that they're introducing a lot of very young blood into this, ongoing cast.
Well,
and I think she's a good part of that. Oh yeah, Miss Marvel too. Yeah, she's going to come in as well. And they can be led by the new Captain America. They can be led by we'll see how Moon Knight ends up shaping in this whole scenario.
I would love it if like a huge Avengers level threat comes to Earth and Sam's like, all right, assemble the Avengers, and he gets all these young kids. He's like, fuck. All right. Cap got Thor. Cap got fucking Hulk. Cap had Iron Man. Fucking even like the real Hawkeye and the real Black Widow, and I got all these scrubs. All right, I guess I'm gonna make it work. Bug dude, let's do this.
Yeah, it wouldn't be bad. It would be okay. But
Teenage
that's
Avengers unite. Oh, God.
It could be fun. It could honestly be fun. But when it comes to her and how she worked herself into the narrative, I like. First of all, visually, she looks like she jumped straight out of the comics. She looks how she looked in the comics. I like how they incorporated a lot of the star imagery into her like the portals look like that. Every time that she would punch something, it would be like star shaped. She did the pose at the end, the pose with like the fist. I like that, and they didn't worry about doing it like too specific or too harsh on like her storyline. Like her storyline is basically, I don't believe in myself, and then at the end, Doctor Strange is like, believe in yourself, and she's like, you're fucking right. Like that's it. Like that's her whole.
I know it's really corny, but it's fine. It's fine. That's not my biggest complaint about this film.
It's a comic book movie. Like it's not like it's supposed to be fun, entertaining, and kind of hopeful. Like if you want to see it really literally, she is literally she's a woman called America that jumps between borders. Like there it is. There's your fucking English class.
What'd you all think of that confrontation of Wanda versus Wanda, where she kind of realizes she is a monster and her kids are like, fuck off?
Really human. Kind of exactly how Vision defeated Vision. It ended with a conversation. It ended with philosophy. It ended with a talk. Wanda was not beaten by force. She was beaten by,
love.
Mm-hmm. To quote another Sam Raimi project, the heart, Norman. We attack the heart.
Oh God, you're not wrong.
Yeah, and it worked. It was effective. Like America knew where to hit her where it hurt.
Do you guys think that okay, so they did name the universes. We officially know that the MCU is in 616. Yeah. The Illuminati were in 383. Just posing a question to you two. Do you think that Earth is fucked now because like all the leaders are seemingly dead?
Earth been fucked for like, a good while.
But like Black Bolt's dead, Xavier's dead, fucking Captain Marvel and Peggy Carter are dead. They murdered Strange. Like they're out of heroes. Like I mean, think
their biggest thing that they had in their universe was Thanos. They don't really have anyone else.
Also, with all the respect, not my universe, not my circus, not my monkeys.
Not my circus, not my monkeys, not my circus, not my monkeys, not my circus, not my monkeys.
Exactly.
Goddamn,
Exactly.
this is how we fix problems in the goddamn real world, Chema. All right, we worry about other people. Fuck.
No. I do worry about other people, but we're not gonna see them.
Yeah.
What if Kang shows up and conquers them, and then he starts going through universes?
Then ask me then. We'll see then. What did you all think about the Bruce Campbell cameo?
Oh, I mean, as soon as I saw it, I was like, now I know I'm in a Sam Raimi movie.
Apparently, Sam Raimi will just call him and be like, "Hey, I've got a job for you." He's like, "All right, when and where?"
Well, yeah. What else? Is
As it should be.
Yeah, I would be upset. I was ready to. I didn't get a chance to on the previous time that we recorded, but I was ready to be like, if Bruce Campbell doesn't cameo in this one, I'm gonna eat my shoe like live on the air. And thank God he cameoed. And we had this moment in my theater where the movie ended. We had the first post credit scene, and then it ended. And I looked it up, and I was like, "Oh, there's 2 post credit scenes." I was like, "Oh, I'll stay." And like a staff member came in and was like, "Movie's over. Like, please start like clearing in so that we can start cleaning."
Fuck you.
Somebody, no, this was after the first post credit scene. Wait, it gets good. And people from the audience were like, "There's another post credit scene. Like, we looked it up." And the staff member was like, "Yeah, but it sucks. Get out." And
normally I'd be like, "Man, fuck that guy," but I get it.
Yeah, respect the hustle,
Please leave now.
He doesn't get paid enough to deal with that shit. Like, I understand why he said that. Now, the second after credit scene, I saw a lot of people complaining it. If you're a Sam Raimi fan, you were not complaining. Like, that was just straight up fun. I was just ready for him to look at the camera and be like, groovy. But okay, that would have been 2 on the nose, I guess.
Hey, did anyone else notice when Wanda broke the 4th wall and like stared into the audience for just like a moment?
When?
For just a second. When she took demonic possession of Wanda from 838, it was just a second where she takes her over and she's like looking in the mirror, whatever, like she's looking into the distance like this, and then she just looks right at the camera and looks at us for like a second, just like.
I think
she looked in the fucking camera. She for a moment broke the 4th wall.
It was scary. It was scared. Yeah, it was good. It felt like a good continuation from like WandaVision. Like, it felt like that, was staying in that like path. Yeah. Now that you mentioned it, I did notice it, and I did like that. Yeah.
What y'all think of the Sam Raimi-isms throughout this film, as far as like the horror, the slapstick a little bit, some of the dialogue? It felt like a Sam Raimi film, not just from the horror and the design, but in total.
By the time when Doctor Strange is fighting this other version of himself from that dimension, and they start having like that music duel with the music notes, that's right. That was stupidly Raimi in like a fun way, like in the same way that like the dance scene from Spider-Man 3 is very Sam Raimi-ish. Mm-hmm. Like that felt, it felt appropriate, and it felt creative, because like we can see Doctor Strange fighting using those circles, like or those whips, like anytime, but like that was new, that was cool. Yeah,
I also thought I don't know, just like the Sam Raimi-isms of including the Evil Dead, like the makeup and stuff on the actors, I thought that was really well done, because that is something that is exclusively Sam Raimi. You don't see that anywhere else. That will always just be his moniker, especially when it comes to like zombie movies and things like that. I love seeing that, especially the last fight scene where we see Doctor Strange as a zombie. Probably, let's be honest, the only time we will see hints of Marvel zombies on the big screen.
Yeah.
We get to see Doctor Strange as a zombie, which was awesome. We got to see a demon cape, which was even more awesome. I just thought Sam Raimi's own touch on this film was probably one of the best things, because how many times have we heard the internet bitch and moan that Marvel hamstrings its directors?
Yeah. I feel like between this and Eternals, we're seeing Marvel give their directors a lot of like, okay, here's your big budget, do your own thing. Touch on these like points, like make sure we arrive here, but the destination is this, the trip is your own. And I like it because it's making the movies feel more experimental and more fun. Here's a question that I have for both of you. For most of the Marvel movies so far, the directors have been either like really indie or like coming in from smaller movies or from very different genres. This is the first time that we have a big established director with a long history behind him. Like all the other directors were, young. They come up from like smaller to big projects. But this is the first time that we see a director with a long trajectory, an iconic director, a modern iconic director. It's the first time that we saw a Marvel trailer with the words "from the mind of director something something" here. Do you think this is going to become a trend? Like, are we going to see more established directors take a slap at the MCU, or are they going to go back to just indie-ish directors or smaller, younger directors?
I mean, first and foremost, Sam Raimi's an indie director. He's always been an indie director. They've just been stupid enough to give him big budget movies.
Yeah. No, but I meant like, with a long history. Like most of these directors have like 1 or 2 movies before they do a Marvel movie.
Are you hinting at a Kevin Smith Marvel movie?
Oh, God. I wish.
I don't know what character I'd want to see him take control of, though.
Namor.
Namor the Samaritan?
Girl.
Sure, why not?
Oh, God. I don't know if I would want to see a Kevin Smith superhero film. Yes, because he's so dialogue oriented. Not that that's a bad thing, but I don't know how he would do it with the superhero film.
Why is Squirrel Girl telling piss and fart jokes?
What about fucking?
He understands that shit.
Who's like really dead? No, fucking Deadpool is a different, distinct style.
What other indie director do you think could they give a movie to? I really can't think of one.
Who did? God, what's that? What's the real Venom film?
The real Venom film? Oh, the Upgrade?
Upgrade. Yeah, I think that director could definitely do a fucking Marvel film. He could fucking do a Punisher film. Easily. Let me see.
Upgrade. Lee Whannell. He did Invisible Man in Insidious Chapter 3. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that dude would kill it as an MCU director. Give him a brutal character. Give him someone like he can direct a Moon Knight film. He can direct a Blade film. He can direct give him something with a dude that needs to beat the shit out of people with really stylized violence, and he'll do it. Amazing job.
He co-created Saw with James Wan. Like he's a co-creator. So
see, that makes sense.
Yeah,
and Wan didn't take him along for the ride.
Well,
what's it called?
Oh God. What else? What else?
There was so much in this one. What did you all think though of the casting of the Illuminati? Do you think they're going to bring them back in the future? Do you think? I
think Krasinski possibly, if it wasn't just a wink, just a wink to the audience because of the fan campaign for him to play the character. Anson Mount, he previously played Black Bolt in the show. I'm glad that he got like a second chance because I don't think he looked bad as Black Bolt. I just think the show was really bad.
That show was fucking atrocious.
It was. Monica Rambeau is coming back as her character from WandaVision into the Marvels. When it comes to Captain Carter, probably not. Like probably that's the last time we're probably going to see her. Patrick Stewart as Professor X, possibly the last time we're going to see him. But it was cool. It was a cool little scene. I wouldn't be surprised if the concept of the Illuminati group gets brought back, but possibly with different members and possibly with Doctor Strange being one of them. Because if he's not going to be the Sorcerer Supreme again, if they're going to stick with Wong being Sorcerer Supreme, he's going to have other things to do. So
honestly, they need to get rid of that shit.
Of what? Of Wong?
Wong needs to relinquish being Sorcerer Supreme. It needs to be Doctor Strange.
Could be cool. But they didn't do it in this one, so
nope.
Maybe in another one or like in a show or something, but they didn't do it in this one.
True. And we didn't see Mordo come back. We saw alternate Mordo come back.
Oh yeah,
because I
he's still
remember.
planning his revenge.
Well, I
Yep.
remember that one scene. What was it? Too many sorcerers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or he takes the guy's legs away and makes him cripple again.
What? Oh my god! Wait, was that a part? I don't remember
That was an end credit scene.
in the first Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
I don't remember it. I believe you. I just don't remember it.
Yeah, he makes the guy cripple again.
Gee, that's dark, man.
Well.
That dude's legs and made him cripple.
Oh, yeah. And then we never saw them again.
Yeah.
Do you think they're ever actually going to bring him back, though?
Did they ever bring back the guy from the end of the Incredible Hulk that also got injected?
No, but I feel like one of them has a lot more potential to be like a great bad guy, though.
Well, we'll see when Mordo shows up, but he hasn't. So I don't know. I guess we'll know then.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Who else? You know, all this. There was just so much to this film. Like a stupid amount went down. I was really worried going into it that it would blow up the stakes to a point where it's like it won't work. But I feel like they managed to avoid that. Like my problem with Loki. Yeah, have you both seen Loki?
Yeah.
Part of what I did, one of the only things I disliked about Loki is it felt like it upped the stakes to such a point that's like, so what matters now? Like if Thanos, like if things had gone in a different direction, they would have just stepped in and stopped it. So like, where's the tension? And I was worried about that with this film. No, they managed to avoid that. I felt like there was still tension throughout the whole thing. Like it still felt good.
Because they managed to keep it, close. They managed to keep it small. I saw a lot of people complaining that it's called the Multiverse of Madness and we only see a couple of dimensions. Yeah, but how much of those dimensions did you saw? And how fun was it to stay in those dimensions? They stay there because they had a purpose to stay there. I like that they managed to close out some things there. Like they definitely close out the story with the Rachel McAdams character. Yeah, like that's done. Okay, at least he has closure on that. He managed to fix the wash and everything, and he can be done with that. Did you all know? I don't know. I feel like, yeah, there were stakes, but there were fixable stakes. There were stakes that were at the hands of the characters, so they were able to be fixed pretty easily. And I like that. I'm into that. Don't really have anything to complain about this movie because I didn't went in with like the stupid high expectations of like every other franchise appearing in this. I was okay with the characters that did appear, and I was okay with their destiny for how small it was. I like how they handled Wanda. I like how they handled Doctor Strange. I like how they handled America Chavez. All in all, and thank fucking God they worked on the accent with Cumberbatch, because on the first Doctor Strange movie he sounded like Dr. House. Like he was so clearly a British person trying to make an American accent, and in this one he does it a lot better. So overall, yeah, fucking enjoyed it.
What's called in the first film that his accent really did throw me off. So no, I got you there, man. Like I fucking agree in that part.
Yeah.
What else?
Don't have a lot, really. Like, go watch it. Go see it.
Is there anything that you guys wish they had done, or like anything in particular that you want to highlight?
I wish the movie had ended with him with the third eye at the in his forehead, and then close out the movie there, because that left me with like, it reminded me of like the ending to Evil Dead, where like the house is still chasing him at the end. But then they cut, and then there's fucking what's her face?
Clea.
Yeah, Clea, but she's played by
Charlize Theron.
She's played by Charlize Theron, who she's
the greatest African actress of all time.
I mean, she's a really good actress, and she's
Chema, don't laugh at that. She's the greatest African actress of all time.
The point is that whenever I see her,
why are we laughing at this? Are we not in agreement that she's the greatest African actress of all time?
I am not disagreeing with you.
Oh, okay. Eddie looks like he's disagreeing with me. He keeps covering his mouth like he's laughing. I don't know why. It's very serious, Eddie.
I'm not laughing at all.
Point is, Charlize Theron shows up, and what every time that I would see her in anything, I would always go like, "Oh my gosh, she's a great actress." But now I see her and I just think of her in the braids in Fast and Furious. So it kind of took me out a little bit. But not gonna lie, like I did not expect her to be there. I did not never saw any kind of like, oh, is she joining the MCU? Never saw anything. So cool, she's there. I don't know. I don't know the Clea character, to be completely honest. So I don't know what's gonna happen. But that scene felt when she shows up and she's asking him to like join him, and he has the third eye and he's happy with it. Kind of took me out. That felt like that was Disney, and the ending with him with the third.
Like that felt like that was Sam Raimi.
Yeah.
Chema?
We lost Chema.
Is he dead?
He froze.
Are you frozen?
No, there you are.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Did I get the? Did
I kind of finished your point that you said that it was like it felt like that.
Okay.
The third eye felt like a Sam Raimi ending.
Okay. All right. I'm good with that. Yeah, I guess that's. Yeah, I don't have a lot to like add besides that. I had a blast.
For me, I think one of the unspoken shining aspects of this movie, aside from Sam Raimi's isms all over this movie, is Wanda, Scarlet Witch, as the villain, because she was fucking ruthless as a villain, almost as ruthless as Thanos, doing whatever she needs to do to get the outcome that she wants, regardless of who it hurts. Like, she was fucking ruthless in her journey to get her quote unquote kids back. I loved how they could have easily gone the scapegoat route of Charles Xavier exhuming actual Wanda from her mental prison, but they didn't. They were just like, nope, she's stuck, and the only person in the light right now is Scarlet Witch, and they had to do what they had to do, and if she's dead, then she is dead.
And I'm okay with that.
Is this the last film of Phase 4?
No.
Dude, we don't even know when Phase 4 ends.
Yeah. No, I think with Fantastic Four, I think that's where it ends. Because next we have Thor, the Black Panther, and then next year we have the Marvels, Ant-Man, and Guardians of the Galaxy, and Fantastic Four. They haven't set a year for it yet, but yeah. And then in between, we're gonna have the Miss Marvel, the She-Hulk. I believe we're getting a Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special this year, and a Halloween special that's also coming out based on Werewolf by Night. So I think that's what we have to look forward to at the moment.
So as of right now, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 films. We're 5 films deep into the Phase 4. 2 of them sequels, 3 of them somewhat original. Is this the best one of the 5? I could just straight up say no, but what do y'all think about that? Like the run that we've had so far.
So Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals, Spider-Man, and this.
Yes.
I think it's very easy to say that Spider-Man takes number 1 in the Phase 4 movies. Do I think this one was better than Eternals, Black Widow, or Shang-Chi? I do. I would give this one the number 2 spot. And it's really hard to rate these because you also don't want to be like, well, that means the last one sucks dick. Like, no, I actually really enjoyed like all 5 of these movies in their own right. It's just if I had to rate them in essence of their watchability, I would probably put Spider-Man No Way Home first, Doctor Strange 2, then probably go Shang-Chi, Black Widow, and Eternals.
Eddie?
Fuck. Spider-Man's an obvious number one. That's not even fair, though. I feel like the Eternals, I kind of want to put them at number 5, but that's not because it's a bad movie. It's just it's not stylized to what I like. So I have my Spider-Man and Eternals. Black Widow, I kind of want to give Black Widow number 2. Nah, fuck it. Black Widow's number 3. So then that would put Doctor Strange number 2.
And Shang-Chi number 4.
Yeah. But Shang-Chi was much better than a number 4. None of them are bad. It's just ranking from like
it's hard to rate them.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hard to rate them because you're like, I don't want to make it seem like that I don't like these movies. It's just in ways of like how I would rewatch them.
Let me make this harder. Let me make this harder for all of you.
Fuck, Mary, kill.
No, I was gonna say include the shows, include WandaVision, Falcon, Winter Soldier, Loki, Hawkeye, and Moon Knight because they're technically part of Phase 5. So,
see, I feel like that's not fair though because like we get so much more time with the characters in the TV shows that it's not even fair.
Yeah, but they're part of Phase 5. They're part of the story.
Phase 4.
Is this Phase 4? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you imagine someone watching this movie and not having seen WandaVision?
Well, a lot of people saw this movie and didn't see What If, so.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like that one is easier to like, kind of put two and two together than having not seen WandaVision. Like, can you imagine? Like, these shows are becoming essential viewing to know what's happening.
But I remember watching I remember in the theater, and I remember thinking to myself, I appreciate the fact that you didn't have to watch WandaVision to get this film. It helps a lot. But Sam Raimi, I think, did a good job of including just enough information to be like, okay, these are her kids. She had her kids. She lost her kids. Go.
No, I think you needed to watch WandaVision.
It adds to it. I'm not saying it doesn't, but I'm saying like for the average person that didn't watch it, this movie did enough of a job to catch them up, at least so they know what's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing about watching WandaVision is that you know where she got her power from, where she got the dark spells from, and all that shit. So that's where that helps.
And it helps to know that, she's basically fueled by revenge by that point.
Demons.
But who amongst us is not fueled by revenge at some point?
I think she is. Yeah.
No, I'm saying though, like it's normal. Like, are we all at some time in our lives?
A little, I guess. What would you score it? What would you score this?
Fuck. Oh, that's one other thing I wanted to mention real quick before we go. This movie currently has the second lowest audience score, and all the
I don't care about the audience score anymore. I
care about my audience score. Me. No, but like, I'm a team of me.
No, but like, what do y'all think of that? Like, the crowds rated it the second lowest film only after Thor: The Dark World.
I don't think it doesn't affect my enjoyment of the movie. What do I think of that? I think people are allowed their own opinions. That's what I think about it.
I think the average audience is fucking stupid, and you could quote me on that.
I will definitely quote you on that.
We're gonna put that on the Instagram post.
Let me pull up my address so I can give them a place to fucking take me on. Give them Eddie's address. You can find me here any day of the week.
But specifically after 6 o'clock, you motherfucker. All right.
No, I think the whole audience score stuff. I mean, it's hard to rate shit on Rotten Tomato scores because even movies that have gotten great, like certified fresh scores, like sometimes have been ass or like not been interesting to some people. It's just, I don't know, like scores are very biased. They're very relative on the people. Like, it doesn't affect me. I enjoyed the fuck out of this movie.
What's it called? So that said,
I guess we're on the same boat. Like, I could score it. Like, I can tell you that to me, this is a 4 out of don't know, 6 out of 5. But at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is I enjoyed it. I believe people will have fun with it. I believe people who love Sam Raimi are gonna enjoy it more. I will say that. Like if you were waiting for a moment in your life where being a Sam Raimi fan paid off, this is the moment. Because I saw some people that were confused and not happy with the last post-credit scene. And then I also saw Sam Raimi fans.
I'm just like, this isn't the first time that this has happened. It happened in Homecoming.
Yeah.
It happened in the last end credit scene for Avengers. It happened in Iron Man 3. Like, it's not something that isn't exclusive to Marvel. It's happened before.
Yeah.
What's called? Can you imagine if Martin Scorsese directed a Batman movie? Imagine. Oof.
I don't think he would do better than the last Batman movie.
Oh, he would not. No, definitely. I just want to see like all the talking, all the gangster shit that would go down.
Can quote me on that shit.
You would make it 3 hours and a waste of fucking time.
The Irishman was 4 hours.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Man, I was so looking forward to that film. Like, I set aside time for it.
I love fiction movies.
Wasn't worth it. God damn it. All right, gentlemen.
I set time to watch The House of Gucci, and that was a fucking nightmare.
Oh,
dude,
it looked like a nightmare from the trailer.
You know, actually, I really wanted to see it. I saw it. Not impressed.
I'm still to this day like, I don't like Jared Leto, but goddamn it, Jared Leto was so funny in that movie. And I don't think he was on purpose, but it was really funny.
What was that thing you put on the poster that you posted? He looks like Wario, sounds like Luigi.
Something like that. Yeah. It was fun. Don't watch The House of Gucci. And don't watch Morbius either. Watch this. This is fun.
I still have yet to see Morbius.
Don't watch Morbius. It's not good.
It's, god damn it, it could have been so good though.
No, it couldn't.
No.
I fixed it. I fixed the problems.
There's a reason why Hollywood hasn't called you, Eddie.
I think the movie was dead on arrival.
Because I don't suck up to all the damn execs. Ah, fuck. DC. I will fix the DCU. I have plans.
Oh my God.
All right. So should we sign off?
Sure.
I guess that's it. Thank you so much for watching. My name was Chema.
Wait, we need to give it a rating.
You need to give it. Okay, what would you rate it?
B+.
I'd give it 4 out of 5.
I guess I would also give it like a 4 out of 5. Yeah, I'm on that same boat. Very little to dislike, very much to enjoy. All right, I guess that would be it. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for listening to our review of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. We'll see what we review next. We'll be in touch with that. My name was Chema.
I've been Eddie.
And I'm Fernando. This was your rollback podcast for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Let's cut it.